welcome back to Absurd Automotive. Today we're going to be putting all of the panels back on Sally B. Last video we got Sally B running and driving. This video we should have her look like a car again for the first time in a while. So last video we had Sally B running and driving. Obviously we had our pump leaking and our oil pan leaking, so I got to seal some stuff up and fix a few things and then tune the car. But I figure I need to get this thing on the road and actually get it up to speed, you know, make sure it goes through the gears, make sure everything in the car is truly functioning as it should. So we're gonna get all the panels back on the car. We're gonna get the hood on, doors, fenders, everything. We're gonna get the lights hopefully working, you know, just make sure everything works. And once I get everything together, then we're gonna move on to painting the car. So this video is just gonna be getting the panels on the car, taking the car for a ride on the road, hopefully for the first time in a long time, and then we'll get on to painting this car, making it look pretty. So I figured I'd stop here just because I have all of the skirt on, I have the entire front assembly that needs to be painted together. I'm just missing the grille and the front piece there. But I figure since I'm painting it, I really don't need all that just yet. So I think I'm trying to find my headlights. I don't know where I put them, so I might have to go buy a new set or something. I'm gonna tear apart the garage real quick. But I gotta put the headlights in and the turn signals and stuff. Make my seats quick. They shouldn't be too hard. I'm just gonna make up some brackets and then bolt them to the original, so I'm not cutting the car apart or welding the seats to the car, anything stupid. Because again, I do have an original set of seats, front and back, but they're not here. They're in another state. Sally B finally looks like a Mustang again. We got the lights in. We're gonna check if all the lights work right now. And then hopefully tomorrow this thing will be registered and we can drive this down the road for the first time in a very long time. Somewhat legal. This is not obviously perfect by any means, but it is safe to drive. The brake lights should work. I gotta test those still. But once I make sure the brake lights work and the turn signals work, then we'll probably try and take this just around the block, you know, get it up to speed, just to make sure that all the gears are working and nothing explodes and the alignment is at least okay before I start going through and making this thing look pretty. I just want to make sure it's functional. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sally B is finally registered. I have the plate for it. I've got the insurance on it. Everything is ready to go. It's fully on the road for the first time since 1994. 31 years this car has been sitting and possibly in pieces. I don't even know, but I brought her back together. I have some issues. The rear main seal is leaking. I'm almost positive that's what it is. I really got to tear into it, but I'm gonna go and use a lift and everything. The transmission needs to be resealed. I think the transmission is good for now, but the pan is leaking, and I think some other spots are leaking in there. So I'm gonna just reseal the three main things, like the main rear seal, front seal, and then the pan seal, just to kind of clean it up, I guess. Everything else is functioning. We have the tiniest little bit of oil leak, and it is leaking transmission fluid, but not horrible. I mean, they left a pretty big puddle because I overfilled it, but for the most part, the car is functioning. The lights are good. They are taped in there. I don't have all the hardware for the headlight buckets, so I used the old headlight buckets and everything, but I only got like one screw. So all I did was just tape them in there. So that is for functionality. It's not for looks. It does look pretty cool though. So those are on there. The tail lights are not the best. You can barely see them. but they do work to some degree. So I think there's a ground short or something with those, or maybe the pedal I installed is kind of wonky. So I got to fix that still. But this is the first time we're going to be fully legal, and we're going to go take this thing down the road. I've got the plate and everything, very pretty Alaskan plate. We're going to go take this thing down the road for the first time in 31 years. This is insane. I really got to bring this car back from the dead after 3 decades. This is so cool. All right, well, for the first time in 31 years, we're taking Sally B down the road. I'm actually super terrified. I've had a lot of issues with this thing leaking. I don't know about the alignment. I know none of this stuff. So this is gonna be fun finding this out, but here we go. If she would start. She is not enjoying this. So we'll just kind of enjoy the ride. If I get her on a level surface, she'll want to start. Let's try a level surface. Maybe she's telling me not to go. There we go. She does not enjoy that. I also barely let her warm up. Yeah. Warming up. She runs a little better when she's warm. Most cars do. Goes around the block. That caught so hard. That caught the transmission really hard. That is slapping into gear. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's try and go forward, see if that works. Power steering. Not really liking it. My foot is to the floor. It shifted. Definitely slipped. Yeah, transmission's not having it. I think I should just buy a rebuild kit for this thing. think the transmission needs to be rebuilt. Holy shit. That was rough, dude. I mean, it's also really low on fluid, so that is part of the deal here. So, I don't know, it could be like 1,000 different things. You know, for the first test, I guess it's not going that bad. Nothing's fallen off the car or exploded or caught on fire yet, so progress. I feel so bad for my neighbors, dude. There we go, yeah. Come on, girl. Yeah. It's definitely flooding. Test the motor, see if that's the problem. I mean, everything looked pretty good, but they still could be misfiring or have low compression in the cylinder. It doesn't rattle that bad. I mean, it rattles enough. It's an old muscle car, but it doesn't like shake the whole car. It definitely feels like there's a like a beat missing almost. And when she's revving at high idle, she's good. Or when she's revving up RPM, she's good. So I don't know. We're gonna see, but let's get home. Clear out. Still dying it. Freaking idle there. She cleared up. Once I got her revved up, she cleared that time. I actually did really good that time. But yeah, there we go. First time in 31 years I drove her down the road. I think that's as much with these crappy seats and the leaks and everything that I'm gonna do. But once I get the leaks fixed and I get the car painted and we go through everything, this thing will work fine. I'm assuming the transmission's a little temperamental just because it's low on fluid, because that leak is pretty bad. So I don't know, we'll go through it, see if it is bad once I get everything sealed up. If it is, it's gonna be a quick pull out and rebuild. It should take me maybe a week or two. We'll kind of see how that all goes. But first time in 31 years, she was on the road, she drove on the road. I didn't even leave the cul-de-sac. I really don't feel comfortable with it just because the car is not the most legal thing to drive, but I did get to drive it down the road and do it somewhat legally. It's registered and insured, and we got lights and everything. So thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it, and stay tuned for next video because we're going to start the body work and paint on this thing. So it's probably going to be body work one video, paint the next video, and that'll probably be it for the build. So thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.